Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Lakehead Celebrates. I'm Mark Tilbury, Executive Director of the Alumni Association and a proud past president of the Alumni Association.
Hello, bonjour, bonjour. I'm Michel Beaulieu, also a past president of the Alumni Association, and Mark and I will be your hosts this evening for this special broadcast. This event is being brought to you live from the Advanced Technology and Academic Center's newly renovated Zoom classroom on the Lakehead Thunder Bay campus. Before we begin this evening's program, we'd like to go through a few housekeeping items. This webinar is being recorded. Your video and audio is automatically disabled by default, and at no time is your video or your computer screen accessible by the moderator, presenters, or others taking part. Please keep in mind that this is an evolving initiative, so there may be a few hiccups along the way.
Lakehead Celebrates replaces the traditional Alumni Awards Dinner as the signature event of Homecoming Weekend. This evening, we will be recognizing some of Lakehead's accomplished alumni with awards, and we will induct 2 new honorary members into the association. In addition, this year we are also pleased to celebrate our accomplished varsity athletes and Zanata Scholarship Award winners. And throughout the evening, you will be treated to the musical talents of some of our current students and one of our award recipients.
As we begin the evening, I would like to acknowledge the original custodians of this land and pay my respect to the elders, past, present, and future. For they hold the memories, the traditions, the culture, and the hopes of Indigenous peoples. I would also like to recognize that our Thunder Bay and Orillia campuses are on the traditional lands of some of this country's Indigenous peoples. In Thunder Bay, Lakehead University resides on the traditional lands of the Fort William First Nation, signatory to the Robinson-Superior Treaty of 1850. In Orillia, Lakehead University resides on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe people and of the Rama First Nation. We also acknowledge the history that many nations hold in these areas and look forward to respectful relations with the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit in the spirit of reconciliation.
We are very honored to introduce to you Elder Trish Monag, who has provided a video blessing for all students, faculty, and staff returning to the university in these unprecedented times, and for all our alumni all over the world joining us virtually in celebration tonight.
Bonjour. Nindoe Magnadok, Gishkando Quendish, the cause Wapshing and them and Chimnessing Dojaba, Budawanamini, Ojibwe Nishnabe Quendao, Nijo de Quendao. I just would like to say before we address spirit in this fashion that I will be adding my words and my petitions to God Creator in the way that I've been taught. And I hope that you will all join in and add your own thoughts and prayers as well. We're in daunting times, 2020. We've had to overcome a lot of obstacles for everybody to be back at school and in the right mindset and in the right mind frame to continue to take those positive steps forward. And I just want to be mindful to remind everybody that for every educational journey you take, there's a rippling effect that goes out. There's somebody out there watching, all of us as we proceed to gain that higher learning. So I just want to add that before we petition Spirit and ask that He look kindly upon all of us. Now how? So I will again ask in the way that I've been taught, in the way that I know it for, but because we are all spirit human beings, we can all add our own thoughts and prayers in our own way, and they will be heard and understood as well. Aha, and everybody say, aha, that way you know, and that way you understand, and I know that you understand. Jimmy Guchwandan, Manoba Monsuin, Dopna Sema, Wabanung, Zhaunung, Gobinung, Giwenung, Kikwe, Mashomasananik, Nokamasanan, Kashay, Menado. I've asked the 4 directions to look kindly upon everybody at the university as they prepare to enter the learning educational world through virtual and digital. So this is an interesting process as well. I've asked Spirit to look kindly upon everybody as everybody gathers and gets ready to be prepared to get accustomed to looking at a picture on the other side of the screen instead of being physically connected. But I know that Spirit will look kindly upon us as we prepare each other to support each other, talk to each other in this manner, in this forum. And Spirit will hopefully shine light on us as we continue through the year. I'm so excited that everybody's here. I'm so excited that everybody's come back. The returning students are coming back and they're getting prepared to start their school year. I just want to say on behalf of everybody and myself and Spirit, say Chimigwich for all that you are doing. And we are watching. And what I've said in those last few words is, I've asked for pity for all of us. I've asked for God's creator to look kindly upon us and not so much pity us, but be kind to us. You know, it is a trying time and we need to be mindful as we take those positive steps forward. Again, I'm just so excited to see and be a participant in this way, in this work. And I send all my prayers and blessings to everyone as they begin their year. Miigwech, Bama Piguamin, and I hope to see you around the campus someday.
Thank you for your words of welcome and blessing, Elder Trish.
Mark, we're also joined by some other special guests that are with us this evening. The volunteers and student leaders who graciously share their time and talent with Lakehead University. Members of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, our chapter presidents, members of Lakehead University's Board of Governors and Senior Administration, and members of Lakehead University's Student Union Executive and Board of Directors.
Also joining us tonight are a number of our past award recipients. Alumni Honor Award recipients Ken Boschkoff, Kevin Ford, David Laud, and Peter Pryor. Outstanding Young Alumni Award recipients Jamie Dennison, Nathan Lawrence, Michael Nitz, Ophelia Genou, and my co-host, Dr. Michelle Beaulieu. Past presidents Vonnie Cheng, Lou Pirro, and Deborah Woods. Lakehead University Fellow and Legacy Award recipient Bill Bartley, and also Legacy Award recipients Vonnie Cheng and myself. It is great to have so many of our prior award recipients with us tonight from around the world. Bringing this event to you in the virtual realm has also provided the opportunity to have remarks from a number of Lakehead's most committed leaders, regardless of their location.
First up is an individual who really needs no introduction. Alumna and Chancellor of Lakehead University, Lynn McLeod.
Both as Chancellor and a proud alumna of Lakehead University, I'd like to congratulate the Alumni Association on the outstanding work they do every year to recognize our exceptional and unconventional alumni. As an Alumni Honor Award recipient myself, I know the thrill that comes from being recognized by your alma mater. To each of the award recipients this evening, I offer my heartfelt congratulations. And to the student athletes, especially our outstanding academic All-Canadians and scholarship recipients being recognized during our celebration, congratulations on your achievements, both on and off the court. Enjoy your special day.
Thank you so much for your welcoming remarks. I know that Mark and I were thrilled to have one of our own alumna appointed as Chancellor a few years ago.
Earlier today, Lakehead University's Board of Governors held their annual general meeting. At that meeting, Angie Maltese, also a proud alumna of Lakehead University, was elected chair. It is a pleasure to have as her first public remarks as board chair, her greetings for Lakehead Celebrates tonight.
Hi everyone, my name is Angie Maltese and I'm the chair of the Board of Governors. As a proud alumna, it brings me great pleasure to be able to send greetings today on behalf of my fellow Board of Governor members. Over the last several years, the board has watched as the Alumni Association has grown and expanded in its outreach and engagement, created new traditions, and moved into its new home at 1294 Balmoral in Thunder Bay. On behalf of my fellow board members, I would like to congratulate the Alumni Award recipients and student athletes who are being honored this evening. Thank you all for attending and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you for your remarks, Angie, and congratulations once again on your election. Mark, it was so great to see Angie standing in front of a painting by alumnus Luke Nickel. One of Luke's other pieces, entitled Canoe, was the 2011 Alumni Association Art Purchase Award and proudly now hangs in the Alumni Commons in Thunder Bay. Now, the ability to bring this evening to members of the Lakehead community located throughout Canada and around the world has been made possible by the tireless efforts of Lakehead's Technological Services Center, affectionately known internally as TSC. It's because of them that we are now going live to the balcony overlooking the Agora, where honorary alumna, President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Moira McPherson, will bring words of greeting.
Good evening, Bonjour. Thank you very much, Elder Monag, for your opening words, and a warm welcome to all of you this evening. Lakehead University's homecoming weekend is a special time for us, one that offers the opportunity to meet and reunite with our graduates and friends from years past. You, our alumni, represent much of what Lakehead University exceptional. This year, we are celebrating virtually, certainly a historic occasion followed by an unbelievable 6 months. Springtime at Lakehead and indeed across the country came in like a lion with a roaring change in how we live, work, and learn. Since the first days that COVID impacted us back in March, countless hours of hard work, non-stop Zoom meetings and have consumed our lives as we have collectively addressed the numerous impacts of the pandemic. But during this time, we have also seen an amazing display of collaboration, resilience, and compassion from students, faculty, and staff, and from our alumni. All of our Lakehead services have transitioned to virtual environments to ensure continuity of programming, services such as student financial aid and wellness supports. We have advanced COVID-19 related research and worked to support our local healthcare systems. Having now fully stepped into fall 2020 and an academic year like no other, Lakehead continues to be an integral part of the Thunder Bay, Aurelia, and our regional communities. We have not lost sight of the strength of educational collaborations in building a network of opportunities for learners and graduates across the province, country, and world. And despite the fact that we cannot be physically together, it turns out that this unique homecoming has provided us with a chance to reach out to and connect with many more of you from across the globe. This evening, we celebrate our dedicated and hardworking student athletes. We will also have an opportunity to be inspired and learn about some of our accomplished alumni from all over the world. Of course, the wonderful evening ahead has been made possible through the hard work and dedication of our Alumni Association. Lakehead's Alumni Association has a proud tradition of supporting this university, recognizing and celebrating our many distinguished alumni, supporting our current students through scholarships, bursaries, and mentoring opportunities, and creating possibilities for engagement in our communities. Thank you to the Alumni Association for hosting this evening's event. And finally, thank you so much to all of you for attending this evening's celebration and for continuing to support this amazing university. Thank you. Miigwech.
Thank you, Dr. McPherson. Your support and recognition of the hard work of the Alumni Association and its volunteers is greatly appreciated.
Now, Michelle, I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but the Alumni Association Board is comprised of 15 alumni. Mirroring the composition of the Alumni Association itself, these volunteer board members are located across the country and even around the world. They may live and work in many regions, but they are all Lakehead for life and dedicate their time, talent, and treasure to advancing the university. Leading the Alumni Board this year is newly elected President Karen Boz. Karen lives and works in Toronto, and we are pleased to have her recorded remarks tonight.
Good evening. It is truly an honor for me to be here this evening as President of the Alumni Association of Lakehead University, representing the AALU's Board of Directors and the 65,154 alumni living and working all over the world. This year's event looks a little different than our usual alumni award dinner. First, there is no dinner unless you order takeout. Second, we're not in the residence cafeteria in Thunder Bay or the Learning Commons in Aurelia. And third, we're all participating virtually. Alumni from all over the world are joining us for celebrations this evening. We have expanded the evening to recognize our talented varsity athletes and to highlight our amazing student musicians. It will be an event that celebrates the exceptional and unconventional. Last year, we unveiled the new Alumni House on the Lakehead Thunder Bay campus. And I look forward to the day when we can open our doors wide again and welcome you back to your house in person. Tonight, in addition to recognizing our varsity athletes and student musicians, we celebrate and honor some of our many distinguished alumni and welcome 2 new honorary members. My personal congratulations to each of the recipients and honorees. It is a privilege to call you family. On behalf of the Alumni Association of Lakehead University and everyone involved in tonight's production, thank you for your tireless efforts and dedication to the Alumni Association and the advancement of Lakehead University. Please enjoy this special evening.
Thank you, Karen. I personally enjoyed my time on the board with you, and I wish you all the best as you start your presidential term.
And Michelle, I was just thinking how incredible it is that for the first time in our university's history, the Chancellor, the Chair of the Board of Governors, the President and Vice Chancellor, and the Alumni Association President are all female and all alumnae of Lakehead University.
It's not surprising, Mark. Lakehead has always had an exceptional and unconventional streak to it. That is true in our senior leaders and also apparent in the individuals we are honoring this evening. In 2014, the Alumni Association instituted the honorary membership category. It is the highest honor the association can bestow on a non-graduate and recognizes a person's exceptional service to, affinity for, or support of Lakehead University and the Alumni Association. As the first recognition this evening, the Alumni Association is inducting 2 honorary members. The first is Susan Waite.
Susan Waite will happily tell you that she's the one who benefits from her involvement with Lakehead Aurelia. The longtime supporter and donor, along with her husband Bruce, a Civitas Award recipient and former member of our Board of Governors, regard it as a privilege to give to the university. The Waites' relationship with Lakehead began when they attended a fundraising dinner for Humanities 101, a free 12-week introduction to university life for community members who face economic or social barriers to post-secondary education. The speaker that night delivered a powerful message about how the program had helped her overcome her struggles. With the help of Humanities 101, that individual enrolled in a degree program at Lakehead Aurelia and began dreaming of a future full of possibilities. Susan's involvement has been profound, notes Dr. Linda Rodenberg, who coordinates the program out of Lakehead Aurelia's Office of Community Engagement and Lifelong Learning. Humanities 101 wouldn't be here without people like Susan, says Dr. Rodenberg. Her passion is unquestionable, and when she talks to donors and potential or current students, People listen and get excited. Susan epitomizes the honorary membership category. She truly is an individual whose commitment and passion for the university mark her as a valued member of the Lakehead family. Susan has recorded her acceptance remarks this evening.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much to the Alumni Association for this honor, and also particularly to Lakehead University overall. A huge thank you for your interaction and your outreach to the communities in which you exist. We have had wonderful opportunities here in Aurelia to mingle with students and faculty at movie nights, concerts, dinners, seminars, and much more, making friends along the way. We have been made to feel that it is indeed our university. I've been especially fortunate to be involved in the innovative program of Humanities 101, started in Thunder Bay and continued here in Aurelia. This offers a unique opportunity to many whose education may have been interrupted by circumstances that have prevented them from going on with their studies in earlier years. For 12 weeks, once a week, these students meet on the campus, have a dinner and an evening course ranging from chemistry and math to art, environmental studies, history, biology, and more. Professors donate their time, and any costs such as babysitters and transportation are covered for the students, not for the professors. The social interaction is hugely important, and the chance to meet with some of these students has been a very eye-opening and positive experience. It opens doors. I have seen some gain enough confidence and courage through this exposure to go on to further studies or to jobs they'd never considered before. It is life-altering, it is life-changing, and always for the good. It's intriguing, it's inspired, and inspiring. So thanks for that opportunity. It's very quiet on the campus these days, but new challenges are being met with creativity. New ideas and programs hourly are coming forth. The best of humanity is at work throughout Canada. Leaders from all walks of life are connecting by phone and computer, and they're finding ways to make learning a priority. This gives us a chance to reflect on the importance of community and to find and be our better selves. Again, thanks, folks. I'm proud, wait till I show you. I'm proud to now officially be an honorary member of the Lakehead community, a Lakehead alumnus. Keep up the good work, folks, and happy homecoming, everybody.
Congratulations again, and welcome, Susan, to the alumni family.
Our second honorary member to be inducted tonight, Mark, is Ron Watson. With 5 decades of success as an educator, entrepreneur, and investor, Ron has a lot to be proud of. But perhaps his greatest contribution is as a philanthropist and community and supporter who inspires others. Ron grew up in the Toronto area, struggled through high school, and faced numerous challenges while attending York University. It was there that he became a competitive swimmer, played rugby, and graduated with a science degree in 1972. He would go on to teach high school. A turning point, though, in his life came when he met his wife, Diane, and left his teaching job to open a food service business. After retiring while still in his 50s, the couple relocated to Thunder Bay, where Diane had grown up and attended Lakehead University. Diane also worked in Lakehead's Faculty of Education library after graduation. Once the couple settled in Thunder Bay, they became active volunteers and donors to many local charities. Ron and Diane have made generous gifts to Lakehead University to benefit students, varsity athletes, and those struggling financially. Being able to assist students in need, experiences that both Ron and Diane endured in their early lives, has been their proudest accomplishment. With his induction as an honorary member, Ron can proudly join his wife, Diane, as an alumnus of Lakehead University. and we couldn't be prouder to call Ron family. We are pleased to bring you Ron's recorded acceptance remarks this evening.
Okay, I am honored to receive this award from the Alumni Association at Lakehead University. Due to my many ills, I'm staying at home because this virus, which is affecting us, could easily join with one of my many ills and kill me. A, type 2 diabetes, B, Parkinson's, C, tumors in my head, D, my age, 77. I keep busy by doing my investments over the computer. My great wife looks after me. I met her on a blind date, and when the date was over, I knew I'd be marrying her. She realized how serious I was because of the fact I called her every single day for 6 months, and I, at this time, was living and teaching in Brantford. She was in Lakehead, 1,000 miles away. 6 months later, we did end up getting married. The thing that really got her was the fact that our honeymoon was the Pizza Light training course, which was a franchise that I bought and held on to for 10 years and sold and became a millionaire when I sold the business. Thank you.
Ron is extremely happy to be getting this honorary alumni award, and this is very fitting that he should get this award. I've been lucky enough to be married to him for 42 years. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the alumni family once again, Ron.
It is an honor to welcome two such dedicated individuals to the alumni family. Susan and Ron are exactly why the honorary membership category was created. Michelle, earlier this year, the Governance and Nominations Committee of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, with the assistance of our TD Insurance Milosh Monix Fellow, undertook the first comprehensive review of the association's award program since the first award in 1988. A number of changes were made that will become apparent as we move through the rest of the program this evening. Our Outstanding Young Alumni Award was renamed the Exceptional Alumni Award, and our Alumni Honor Award became the Distinguished Alumni Award, recognizing the lifetime achievements of its recipient. The Alumni Legacy Award remains appropriately as the senior most recognition for an alumni or community volunteer.
The first award this evening, Mark, is the Ambassador Award. This new award will be presented annually in recognition of a champion of Lakehead University. It recognizes an individual whose dedication and continuing support of the university has made a significant impact on students, alumni, faculty, and staff.
Our inaugural Ambassador Award is presented to Andrew Petrus. If the dictionary had a picture of the ideal Lakehead University ambassador, it would surely be Andrew Petrus. Since graduating from the Aurelia campus in 2013 with an Honors Bachelor of Commerce degree, Andrew has been active in his community while deepening his connection to his alma mater. Shortly after completing his studies, Andrew joined Lakehead Simcoe County chapter as treasurer. He has since become president and has helped host numerous events, including Lakehead Aurelia's 10th anniversary celebrations. Andrew also volunteers as a marshal at Aurelia convocation ceremonies. He credits his parents with instilling in him a desire to learn and grow, and chose to study at Lakehead because of its small size. Andrew has been putting his business skills to work as a financial planner with IG Wealth Management, and he has also earned various professional designations. We are pleased to bring you Andrew's recorded acceptance remarks this evening.
Good evening. My name is Andrew Petrus from Barrie, Ontario. I just wanted to say thank you so much for the nomination and for the win on the award there. It was a big honor. It was not expected. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to the Alumni Association for voting for Jackie Kent from the Aurelia campus for nominating me. She's been with me every step of the way, all the way along since we actually were in school together, and all the years since. So thank you so much, Jackie, for the nomination there. I would obviously like to thank my parents as well for setting me up and putting me into the university and helping me through there. Again, it's a big honor to even be nominated for an award like this, let alone to actually win it. So thank you so much, and I look forward to years of work with Lakehead still to come. Thank you, guys.
We would like to offer our congratulations to Andrew, not just on this award, but also on his marriage this past weekend. Andrew's wife, Emily, is a constant fixture of Andrew's involvement with the Simcoe County chapter. A true package deal if ever there was one. In fact, Emily is conducting a Wellness Warrior yoga session tomorrow morning. Registration is still open if you're brave enough, Michelle.
Our second new award is the Trailblazer Award. The Trailblazer Award will be presented annually in recognition of a Lakehead University graduate of the last 10 years who has flourished since graduation. Recipients will have shown exceptional and unconventional accomplishment in their professional career, community involvement, and/or philanthropic work in Canada or around the world. Our first recipient this year is Dana Clark. Dana is proof that you can fulfill your dreams of having a positive impact on the world around you. Growing up in Southern Ontario, surrounded by a family of entrepreneurs and business people, Dana found the right fit at Lakehead Aurelia. She graduated in 2016 with an honors Bachelor of Arts and Science degree. That was followed by a diploma in broadcast journalism from Seneca College, York University. As the founder and CEO of Heroic Humans, Dana provides a platform for people to gather for inspiration, celebration, and empowerment. She has a social media following of more than 10,000 and has enlisted Heroic Humans ambassadors from Canada and Denmark to China and Australia. Dana leads workshops and seminars and has developed online training programs. In 2018, Dana received the Notable Life Mindful Millennial Award, an incredible accomplishment in such a short period of time for a young alumna, notes Sandra Jeppesen, one of Dana's Lakehead professors. Please join us in congratulating Dana Clark. Dana has sent along these video remarks.
My name is Dana Clark, and I want to personally thank Lakehead University and Lakehead's Alumni Association so much for this award. It truly means the world to me, and it's such a special award for me to receive because my time at Lakehead truly formed me into the person I am today, and it's brought me so much life experience and life knowledge and so much gratitude because it's truly the place where I felt appreciated for who I was and what I have to offer the world. And it was the first educational experience that I had where I felt worthy for who I was and what I could bring to the table. And the relationships that I formed with my professors and with my student friends that were there are now lifelong relationships that I will cherish forever. And friends that I met in first year in residence became lifelong friends of mine that I'm still in touch with. And it's the relationships and the bonds and the guidance and leadership that I experienced at Lakehead that makes me feel like I'm truly prepared for anything. And this award means so much because I have spent every day since leaving the Lakehead campus building my own career and trying to make a difference in the world, and coming from a place that is so supportive and a place that encourages your goals and your dreams and aspirations gave me the perfect opportunity to then go into the world and bring those tools and resources that I had learned at Lakehead and put them forward. into the businesses that I wanted to create and into my path and my journey. So thank you so much for this. And it's something that I will hold near and dear to my heart for the rest of time. And I feel so grateful to be accepting this award today. And I will make you proud, Lakehead.
Thank you, Dana. Congratulations once again. And we look forward to following your Lakehead for Life journey in the years to come.
Now, before we proceed to our next Trailblazer Award, we have a special treat from a trailblazing music student who will perform a short musical piece. Evelyn Davenport, a second-year student in our School of Music, will perform a piece by the famed composer Sergei Rachmaninoff. Also, I want to add a special thank you to the chair of our music department, Ari Karastathis, for arranging these performances tonight. Thank you, Evelyn, for that wonderful performance, and we look forward to watching your Lakehead for Life journey unfold. Michelle, our second Trailblazer recipient this year is Jocelyn Poirier. Jocelyn Poirier graduated in 2013 with an Honors Bachelor of Commerce degree, and her connection to Lakehead has only grown stronger with time. She's the president of Lakehead's Greater Toronto Area Alumni Chapter, regularly volunteers at the Ontario University's Fair, and has marshaled at convocation ceremonies in Orillia. Born in Scarborough, Ontario, she chose to study at Lakehead because of its small class size and close contact with professors. This was an eventful period for Jocelyn. She balanced her studies with work at Thunder Bay Hydro, and in second-year accounting, she met her Lakehead love and future partner, Ben Lundy. After graduation, Jocelyn returned to Toronto, joining the accounting department at Trisura Guarantee Insurance Company. She progressed through multiple financial leadership roles and became a chartered professional accountant. Today, Jocelyn is Director of Finance at Patterson Partners, a venture capital and investment firm. She is active in a local political writing association and the CPA mentorship program. And she continues to be an outstanding alumna who is ready to step in whenever she is needed. Please join us in congratulating Jocelyn Poirier. She sent along these recorded remarks.
A trailblazer, by definition, is somebody who forges a new track through wild and unmarked territory. What that definition doesn't include are the people, opportunities, and institutions who blow wind into the sails of anyone blazing their way forward. My recognition is a direct reflection of the people who have supported me along the way, and to say I'm humbled and honored by this recognition is an understatement. When I arrived at Lakehead, I could have never dreamed my world would change in the way that it did. Growing up in Toronto, it opened my eyes to a whole new community both on campus and in Thunder Bay. The supportive learning environment really helped me prosper in a way that I could never have imagined. And the Business Association faculty have a passion and devotion to every single student. Their enthusiasm and dedication has left a permanent mark in my life. I would like to start off by thanking the Alumni Association for selecting me for this award. I would also like to thank Samantha for nominating me. Thank you for seeing in me everything that this award represents. I will strive to continually honor it. Out of all the incredible alumni who have graduated over the years, I can't express how humbled I am to have been chosen for this award. As the inaugural recipient of the Trailblazer Award, I hope to be the first of a long line of trailblazers who are working towards making their communities a better place. In addition, I would like to thank the friends who have been there for me, the managers who have believed in me, and the colleagues who have given me such respect. I value each and every one of those relationships, and I've learned from you all. I have been fortunate enough to be surrounded by family and friends that continue to support me. I would not be where I am today without the love from my family. My mother, my late father, and my siblings have gifted me with honesty that remind me to be true to myself. My love, Ben, has undoubtedly been the ultimate teammate in making my dreams a reality. Over the last 10 years, we have gone through the journey of school and career, and he has supported me like I have for him. With his unwavering love, I know I can accomplish anything. For new alumni, the one piece of advice that has always helped me is remember that learning never stops. Never stop learning, never stop discovering, never stop questioning. Opening my mind to new ideas has allowed me to grow, gain skills, and adapt. It is only through continuing to learn that we can make this world a better place for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Jocelyn. We look forward to seeing you at future GTA chapter events, both online and hopefully in person.
Mark, our third recipient this year is Sabah Ansari. An advocate for diversity and women's rights, Sabah has put her passion for social justice into practice in both her personal and professional life. Along with her husband, she worked with the Racialized Young Professionals Network to address racism, break down barriers, and promote equality and harmony in Thunder Bay. Her Master of Public Health research focused on Muslim women's experience with the hijab, which led to an initiative that encouraged Muslim, non-Muslim, and racialized women to share their ideas, allowing Sabah to take her research findings a step further. Shortly after obtaining her master's degree, Sabah was named coordinator of Lakehead Sexual Violence Prevention and Education Office of Human Rights and Equity at the Thunder Bay campus. In this role, she helped draft and update the university's policy on sexual violence. Sabah realizes that women are underrepresented in institutions, so she actively participates in community events to foster community growth, understanding, and wellness. She is a leader who is committed to improving the lives of all marginalized peoples. Please join us in congratulating Sabah. She has sent along these written remarks. Thank you, Miigwech and Shukran, for this award. I am truly humbled by this honor and grateful for such an opportunity. 2020 has been a year of much tribulation for us all. We all had our challenges, and many of us were able to blaze through such challenges. We did this while weathering the pandemic storm. With your indulgence, I would like to share our story with you. This year, I was looking forward to the birth of my third child. We made all the preparations parents made. She was born on May 27th, 2020. We celebrated her birth. We named her Halama, but she was with us for only 2 short days, and I only held her for a few minutes. Despite the short length of time, it felt like a lifetime. In fact, it was her lifetime. She then passed on to the eternal realm. It has been a devastating time, but this award is a reminder of the work that has been accomplished and the great heights our daughters can achieve. I accept this award as I know she would have been proud of her mother. I accept this award in the hopes that our future generations inherit a better world than we inherited. After all, it is our daughters that we pave the path, and it's on the shoulders of our supporters we stand. We all know there is much work to be done for the sake of justice. We all want our daughters to inherit a world that is more just than the world we live in. A world in which we are not defined by how we look, or where we come from, or the color of our skin. A world in which opportunities are not given based on stereotypes and biases. And I hope with faith the memory of Halama, I continue blazing this trail with your support. After all, a few moments can make a life of a difference. On behalf of the entire Lakehead family, thank you, Sabah, for your inspiring words, your strength, and the determination to make a difference on our world. You are truly a trailblazer.
Our final Trailblazer recipient this year is Matt Sellick. No matter where he goes or what he does, Matt Sellick will always have a lasting connection to Lakehead University. It was here that he took his passion for flamenco guitar, mixed it with a broad education, and watched his career blossom. He graduated in 2013 with an honors Bachelor of Music degree, but the Thunder Bay native first picked up the guitar at the ripe old age of 8. One of Matt's most cherished memories was a vocal ensemble performance of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony with the Thunder Bay Symphony Orchestra at a sold-out community auditorium. Matt has since performed his own arrangements on that very stage as part of the Northern Lights concert series. TBSO music director Paul Haas recalls being wowed by Matt's recordings and his level of preparation during rehearsals. Matt credits Sean Mundy with guiding him to flamenco, a style he refines through trips to Spain to study with world-class masters. That passion and dedication has led to a bond with internationally known Canadian guitarist Jesse Cook, with whom Matt tours. Along with touring, Matt has also recorded 3 solo albums: After Rain in 2015, Nocturne in 2016, and North Shore in 2019, as well as continuing to compose for solo guitar and orchestra. Please join us in congratulating Matt Sellick. Matt has sent along these video remarks.
Hi, this is Matt Sellick. I'm thrilled to be the recipient of the Trailblazer Award this year. It's been 7 years since I graduated from Lakehead, and I'm so happy to have this opportunity to express my gratitude towards an institution that has helped me find the path to where I am now. It almost feels strange to be presented an award for professional accomplishment. I feel privileged to get to do it all. Music has been something I've just always done, and I feel lucky to be good at. In my last year at Lakehead, I saw these words, exceptional, unconventional, over and over, because I was working with my friend Graham Conkle to write a musical theme for the Research and Innovation Week, trying to write a piece that would capture what those words meant to us. So how funny it is to think these years later that my own work could be described that way. I remember deciding to chase my wildest dream of becoming a concert flamenco guitarist when I finished high school, and I was on the fence about how I would get there. Would I go to university, and if so, where? And it turns out that going to Lakehead would be what set me on that path. And 7 years after graduating, I still wake up most mornings shocked to realize what I've gotten to do. So this is an opportunity for me to thank Lakehead University and its faculty and its students. Even though my focus was flamenco guitar, something indeed unconventional, during my time at Lakehead, I always felt that my aspirations were supported and that mine was a dream worth chasing. Lakehead provided easy access to the Thunder Bay Symphony Orchestra musicians and gave me a foot in the door. So I want to thank some specific people at Lakehead. Ari Karastathis, my composition professor, who challenged my concepts about music and pushed me to find new ways of expressing myself. Glenn Colton, honestly, music criticism was one of my favorite courses. Darlene Chappelle-Reed, who helped me develop my sense of arrangement and orchestration. Heather Morrison for teaching me how to play with other musicians, and Dan Bartholomew Poyser for teaching me how an orchestra thinks, and for giving a lot of time to help me navigate the orchestral scene after I graduated. I also want to take a moment to appreciate my family, my mom and my sister Megan, for encouraging me to go to Lakehead in the first place. And finally, to thank Paul Haas, conductor and music director of the Thunder Bay Symphony Orchestra, for nominating me for this award. When I wrote a suite of orchestral arrangements a few years ago, Paul took a chance on me, and I was offered a concert and a tour with the TBSO in which to premiere these pieces. So thank you, Paul, for your part in that. I want to take this opportunity to speak to those who may be considering pursuing a career in the arts, to say that you should give yourself the time to find what it is in your medium that lets you express yourself the most genuinely. It took me a decade of playing guitar to find the genre in which I felt the most at home expressing myself. While a career in the arts is challenging, I've had my fair share of privilege and lucky breaks. Finding your way through it is worth it if it's what you want. In my own experience, Lakehead was the place to start, and I will never forget that. So thank you for this award, and thank you Lakehead University and the Alumni Association, not to mention for organizing this event and adapting to the times. I'm looking forward to coming back to Thunder Bay and visiting in person again someday. So until then, bye for now.
Thank you, Matt. Congratulations once again. As a treat later this evening, we'll have a special performance from Matt.
Replacing our previous Outstanding Young Alumni Award is the Exceptional Alumni Award. It is presented by the association to an alumna who has demonstrated distinction or outstanding achievement in a particular field, community service work, personal accomplishment, or significant local, national, or international recognition for a personal endeavor. This year's recipient is Dr. Jennifer Adese. Inspired by her mother and her grandmothers, Jennifer has embarked on a lifelong career of learning. Born in Vancouver and raised in the Niagara region, Jennifer was drawn to Lakehead University because of its commitment to Indigenous students and specifically its Native Teacher Education program. She wanted to become the kind of educator she wished she had had as a student. Though she would change her area of study at Lakehead, she still fondly recalls attending classes taught by Ruby Slipperjack and Tom Beardy. Jennifer switched to political science and earned an Honors Bachelor of Arts in 2005. After graduation, Jennifer worked for several organizations and continued her education, culminating with a PhD in English and Cultural Studies from McMaster University in 2012. She then joined the faculty at Carleton University, focusing on Indigenous programming. Currently, Jennifer is an associate professor in sociology at the University of Toronto, Mississauga, and is leading a research project in the Northwest Territories documenting local Métis family histories and stories. She is also a sought-after commentator who makes regular appearances on CBC, Global News, and APTN. Please join us in congratulating Jennifer.
Michelle, Jennifer has sent along these written remarks. Tanzi, hello. My name is Jennifer Adese, and I am of the Ottomimisiwak and Métis Nation. It is an honor to have been both nominated and selected as a recipient of Lakehead University Alumni Association's Exceptional Alumni Award. I'll honestly admit, Lakehead was my third choice university. Not because in my view it ranked beyond the first two, which were much closer to where I grew up in the Niagara region, but simply I didn't know much about it. As a first-generation student in a time before the internet, I was at the mercy of guidance counselors who actively promoted Southern Ontario's regional schools. It was by chance that I was with a group of urban Indigenous students who traveled from Niagara to the Six Nations Reserve for University Day, where a number of universities set up their student recruitment booths in the local community center. I was drawn to the fact that Lakehead was one of the few universities to profile Indigenous students in their recruitment materials. At a time long before the Truth and Reconciliation Commission encouraged post-secondary institutions to think more critically about what is now referred to as indigenization. It was then and there that I first learned about the Native Teacher Education Program. While my initial plans for post-secondary were centered on becoming a music teacher, as I became more involved in the urban Native community as a teenager, I was fairly certain I wanted to teach in and with Indigenous communities. By the time we'd left Six Nations to return home, I knew that I wanted to apply to Lakehead and the Native Teacher Education Program. As offers of admission came in and the deadline to make a decision loomed, something about Lakehead stood out in my mind. There just seemed to be something about it, and the Native Teacher Education Program truly felt like where I was meant to be. During the next 4 years, through program changes, friendships, relationships, and jobs, I fell in love with the people I met at Lakehead, and like so many of us graduates, have been fortunate to maintain a number of friendships made that year in the first year of our course. I say these things, but I think it's important to note that it wasn't without its problems. Sometimes the gaps between Indigenous and non-Indigenous communities on campus seem too wide to bridge, and the now widely publicized issues around racism in Thunder Bay, in its justice system and in the institutions here, continue to cast a dark shadow over a city filled with many kind, caring, and inspiring people. I have many powerful memories from my time at Lakehead. I remember the creation of the Aboriginal Awareness Center in the tunnel as a student-run space for Indigenous students on campus. I remember the work we did to encourage students to vote to contribute a portion of the student fees to the AAC. I remember sitting and learning in classes alongside many remarkable First Nations leaders from Northwestern Ontario. I remember the outstanding courses in Severin Ojibwe language with Tom Beardy and Native Arts and Crafts with Ruby Slipperjack Farrell. It was in fact their teaching and the way they brought who they were and their respective cultures into the university classroom that inspired me to think that someday I might too want to teach within the university. I often tell my own students about how special of a place Lakehead is. I owe a great deal to people like Professor Beardy and Professor Slipperjack Farrell, and to all of the other Lakehead professors, staff, and students who supported me in my time there. It was a profound honor to be recognized by the Alumni Association for my work And with the utmost of gratitude, I say thank you to you all. Congratulations once again, Jennifer.
And now we come to the Distinguished Alumni Award. This is the highest award that the association gives out and has been received by such individuals as Chancellor Lynn MacLeod, filmmaker Stephen Lowe, former Parliamentary Budget Officer Kevin Page, and the nominator of tonight's recipient, engineer and entrepreneur Kevin Ford. The Distinguished Alumni Award is presented annually in recognition of a seasoned Lakehead University alumnus or alumna, well established in their chosen career or field. It replaces the former Alumni Honor Award that was established in 1988 as the first award ever given out by the association. The award recognizes a significant lifetime contributions by an individual, whether through professional development, community involvement, or philanthropic dedication. This year's recipient is Claude Haw. It has been more than 4 decades since Claude was a university student, but Lakehead put him on a path to becoming a leading light in Canada's high-tech industry. Claude grew up in the Rainy River area, living on a farm and attending one-room schools. Post-secondary education in Thunder Bay was attractive for 2 reasons. It was close to home, and the engineering technology program at Lakehead University was only a 2-year commitment. After university, he moved to Ottawa to join Mitel Corporation, a startup headed by Terrence Matthews, who would become his business mentor. Claude then followed Matthews to Newbridge Networks, rising to the position of Vice President of Corporate Business Development. Since then, Claude has launched his own enterprises, including Venture Coaches, Sherpa Group, and Mind Trust Incorporated, which provide a range of technical, general management, and consulting services. Claude enjoys traveling, hiking, photography, and genealogy, and has lately turned his hand to woodwork, Mark. He continues to be a guest lecturer, speaking about entrepreneurship, business planning, and venture investing. Please join us in congratulating Claude Haw. Claude has sent along these video remarks.
Good evening. My name is Claude Haw, and I'm honored and pleased to have been selected by the Alumni Association for this award. I started at Lakehead in 1973 and obtained a diploma in engineering technology in 75, and then returned in 77 to complete my engineering degree. I have many fond memories of my time at Lakehead, including meeting my wife of nearly 40 years, Aileen, while studying there together. For the past 39 years, we've lived in Ottawa, and I've participated in the growth of the technology sector. I have had the opportunity to work as a designer, systems architect, senior executive, founder, investor, mentor, coach, and advisor of more than 50 companies and organizations over the past 40 years. Lakehead prepared me well for my career. For the past decade, my passion has been in youth leadership development, having co-founded a not-for-profit organization called Mind Trust. We bring together leaders from the community to educate, encourage, and connect young people, enabling them to be better leaders. We now have more than 1,000 alumni of our leadership development programs. Nothing could be more fulfilling than helping the next generation starting their leadership journey. Thanks again for this recognition. I'm humbled by this award.
Congratulations again, Claude.
It has been an incredible evening recognizing some of the most exceptional and unconventional grads that Lakehead has ever created. It is very appropriate that our last award this evening is the Alumni Legacy Award. The recipient of the Alumni Legacy Award has demonstrated exceptional commitment and contribution to the Alumni Association and the university, exemplifying the highest standards of personal and professional integrity, civic responsibility, vision, and leadership. This award identifies the recipient as being the very embodiment of Lakehead for life.
Now, Mark, far too often when people introduce individuals for awards, They say this person needs no introduction. However, in the case of this year's Legacy Award winner, I think all of us would agree that this applies.
I, for one, absolutely agree, Michelle. The Lakehead for Life journey of our recipient this year is almost as old as the institution itself. This year's Legacy Award winner is Mr. Lakehead, Lou Pirro. Education, coaching, and sport are the three areas that define Lou Pirro's life, and they all have a connection to Lakehead University. Born in Fort William, Lou stepped onto campus in 1966 as a student. He has never really left. Lou obtained a Bachelor of Arts in Economics, the first in his family to graduate from university. He would later earn a graduate diploma in business, a Bachelor of Education, and a Master of Education, all from Lakehead. Some might be surprised to learn that his first love was hockey, but at Lakehead, he switched to the hard court because many of his friends were on the basketball squad. It was that experience that spurred a coaching career that has stretched over a half a century, of which more than 3 decades have been with Lakehead. Lou was a high school teacher and administrator for many years, as well as a volunteer hockey and baseball coach. In 1989, he signed on as the Lakehead men's basketball team coach. He has since worked as the manager of student development, helping student athletes with their academic program. He is also proudly served as president of the Alumni Association of Lakehead University, and as I can attest to, is a sought-after player to complete many golf foursomes. His dedication to mentoring athletes has been recognized with numerous awards, including the 2004 Chris Ferguson Senior Award for being a community sports builder, and the 2008 Jean-Marie de Koenig Award for Coaching Excellence. Today, he is Lakehead's varsity sport manager and assistant women's basketball coach. Joining us live tonight is Coach Pirro, and in the call of his many former players, we say, Lou! Can you hear me in Northwood, buddy?
Thanks, Mark and Michelle, and good evening. I'm truly honored to follow in the footsteps of Bill Keeler, Dave Frew, Rob Jameson, and Dave Siciliano, and be recognized in this way. My association with Lakehead University dates back 50 plus years. It's an institution that gave me an opportunity and helped shape my career, and I'm truly thankful for that. It is clear to me how important Lakehead University is in people's lives and the important role the Alumni Association can play. I would like to thank the nomination committee for this prestigious award. Michelle and Mark, a heartfelt thank you, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Congratulations again, Lou. We look forward to seeing you courtside just as soon as it is safe to do so.
Before moving on to our recognition of the 2020 Academic All-Canadians and OUA Achievement Award recipients, we would like to introduce Sarah Clark, a first-year student in our music program, who will perform a piece by Bella Bartok. Thank you, Sarah, for a wonderful performance, and we really do look forward to hearing from you again. Beginning with the 50th anniversary year, alumni and athletics combine their recognition and homecoming events into one. Although we are unable to resume varsity sports at this time, we are thrilled to be able to recognize some of our talented student athletes during Lakehead Celebrates. Many thanks to Athletic Director Tom Warden, his right hand, Lana Rizzuto, and his whole team for helping us put together this next portion of the evening. We are proud to present this year's 2019-2020 Academic All-Canadians and OUA Achievement Award winners. To qualify as an Academic All-Canadian, student athletes must maintain a GPA of at least 80% over the academic year while competing in a varsity sport. Hard work, dedication, sacrifice, and support are all crucial in these students' lives. So first, we'd like to name the award winners from women's basketball.
Megan Looney, pursuing a Master's of Arts in Social Justice.
Hannah Whalen, pursuing a General Science degree.
Andy Malin, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Commerce degree.
Next up, women's cross-country running and women's track.
Haley Beeman, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Outdoor Recreation, Bachelor of Science in Natural Sciences.
Paige Kobe, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Science in Water Resource Science.
Catherine Lucas, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Science in Mathematical Physics.
Shaylin Mormon, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Science in Psychology.
Rebecca Pyle, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Next up, winners from men's cross-country running and men's track.
Derek Patterson, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Arts in Indigenous Learning.
Joshua Stovall, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Commerce.
And now, from men's curling.
Felix LaSalle, pursuing a Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering.
And we move now to women's curling.
Tina Gaudry, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Social Work.
Emily Ray, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Science in Forestry.
Aaron Tumulty, pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Ainsley Williams, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology and Bachelor of Education.
Next up, award winners from men's hockey.
Danielle Del Paggio, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Commerce degree.
Jeffrey Dempster, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Commerce degree.
Dexter Kuzek, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Social Work.
Cooper Leach, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Commerce.
Joseph Leonidas, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Commerce degree.
Dougie Newhouse, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Nick Reynard, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Gregory Smith, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
And now we move to women's Nordic skiing.
Sarah Lutz, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Science in Applied Life Science.
Erica Mahel, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Science in Applied Life Sciences.
Heidi Stewart, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Arts in Psychology.
And now to men's Nordic skiing.
Fergus Foster, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Connor McGovern, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Eric Schleider, pursuing a Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering.
Andre Shields, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Levi Workington, pursuing a Master's of Science in Forestry.
Devin Gertuga, pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
So next up, Mark, are award winners in women's track.
Tia Lampo, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Amy Steib, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Science in Physics with a concentration in Biomedical Physics.
And moving now to women's volleyball.
Hannah Shortreed, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Science in Applied Life Science.
Rachel Swayze, pursuing a Bachelor of Arts degree.
Next up, Mark, award winners for men's track.
Tyson Mayer, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Anoting Oswe, pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Darian Phillips, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Political Science.
Tyler Peary, pursuing a Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical Engineering.
Shayan Syed, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Science in Psychology.
Next, award winners for men's cross-country running and men's track.
Connor McIntosh, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Next, Mark, award winners from women's wrestling.
Ashley Gravel, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Jessica Hong, pursuing a Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering.
Delaney Johnson, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Kara Nixon, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Outdoor Recreation and a Bachelor of Education.
Riley Tabero, pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Next, Mark, award winners from men's wrestling.
Benjamin Bigelow, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Kinesiology.
Marco Palmero, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Commerce.
Mike Zale, pursuing an Honors Bachelor of Commerce degree. Michelle, I have to say, what an incredible group of talented athletes. Each and every year, Lakehead University ranks among the top post-secondary institutions in the province for the percentage of our athletes who achieve academic all-Canadian status. This is a real feather in the cap for our athletics department and a true testament to the hard work and dedication of our student athletes. And now we'll move to the Zanata Awards. Established in 1990 in memory of John Zanata, a student athlete and former basketball coach at Lakehead University, the Zanata Awards are presented to a second, third, or fourth year student based on a minimum of a B standing and an outstanding athletic ability. Students must also portray leadership qualities within the university setting. Preference will be given to a student athlete participating in basketball. Financial need may also be a consideration for the award. Awarded by the Senate Undergraduate Scholarships and Bursaries Committee upon the recommendation of the Department of Athletics.
So the recipients this year are, Mark, Tiffany Reynolds from women's basketball and Alston Harris from men's basketball. Congratulations once again to all of our student athletes and our Zanata Award winners. Well, Mark, now we're going to hear a few words from fourth year honors Bachelor of Kinesiology student and women's cross-country running and track athlete, Rebecca Pyle.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Pyle and I'm a 2019-2020 academic All-Canadian. Currently, I'm in my fourth year and I'm on the cross-country running and indoor track varsity teams at Lakehead University. It is an honor to be to represent the Lakehead University varsity athletes. Being an academic All-Canadian requires a lot of hard work and dedication, but excelling both in sport and academics is worth the sacrifices we make. As athletes, we know that our success is not only a result of our hard work, but also the results of the support and dedication of our team. I'd like to thank the Senior Administration, Alumni Association, RBC, and Lakehead Athletics for being a part of our team and helping us achieve our goals.
Thank you, Rebecca, and congratulations once again to all of our athletes.
Well, Mark, here we are again. The end of another fantastic evening of engaging, celebrating, and sharing with our entire Lakehead family.
You know, Michelle, if you had asked me a year ago if we would have been broadcasting a Lakehead Celebrates event from the ATAC building, I probably would have looked at you like you had 3 heads. Yet, here we are. Since March of this year, we have all been learning to live, work, and learn in new ways, often relying on technology and those behind the scenes who keep everything running smoothly. A big thanks to alumni Andrew Brigham, Fern Mellinson, John Bonifiglio, and the entire TSC crew. Of special note are Alex, Ian, and Jenna, who have been at the controls in the room with us tonight. If we looked good, it was probably their fault.
This evening would also not have been possible without the tireless efforts of the external relations team in Thunder Bay, Orillia, and Toronto. In particular, the annual Fund and Alumni Engagement Group and marketing, communication, and web development folks, both here in Thunder Bay and in Orillia.
To all of you taking part this evening, even though we are done this evening, you can still continue to engage with the Alumni Association of Lakehead University through our social media platforms, chapters and outreach events, and Lakehead Connects, our alumni student mentoring platform powered by RBC and the Future Launch program. Watch for details in your inbox throughout the fall and keep a special eye out for the first alumni survey of the past 20 years. This evening, we will be closed out by a musical postlude by Trailblazer Award winner Matt Sellick.
Thank you, good evening, stay healthy and safe.
It's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Good night, everyone.